Hi everyone, welcome in. Hey AJ, how was your day? I don't like that. My day was good. I got a lot of stuff done today too. I've been making sure I'm like getting shit done. Right, I agree, IJ. I totally agree. I'm watching people cook and it's just none of these meals look good. Butter noodles just sounds ill. Like it will make me nah, could never. That's a cabbage boil. What the fuck is this? Yeah, I gotta add like butter. I mean, she added like seasonings, but ew, butter? That doesn't sound appetizing. I don't really like shrimp scampi because to me it seems like just way too buttery, and I don't know. I don't even know how to make shrimp scampi. If I can't even talk. Oh my god, what the fuck? Like another one. Yeah, that looks nasty, girl. What? The cabbage boil or the butter noodles? Or shrimp scampi, I'm sorry. I said a few things. Oh, shrimp scampi. Yeah, I have never made it. It just looked too oily for me. Whenever, like, I know Angie loves shrimp scampi. I just can't do it. You could post your question, IJ. Hi, Gypsy. How are you? Let me grab my deck. I forgot to grab it. Shit. All right, I got you, IG. Give me 1 second, y'all. You know what? I have to use the bathroom. I've been drinking water. Be right back. Sorry. Alright, I'm back. Oh, goodness. Hey, Tess, how are you? Let me just send. Just can you just put posted donations? It's just IJ for now, I think. I don't know if anybody else came through. No, it's just IJ right now. Alright, let me get started. IJ, my bad. Alright, so let's see. Let's see. Oh, wait, just said be right back. Oh, I didn't even see that. Hold on, let me put this up. Alright, let's get started. IJ, my bad. Alright, let's see. What is this? What is this? What is this? It is for IJ. About an hour and a half ago, he felt an intense pull to her. What was that about? What's this about? What is this about? Alright, you got the Two of Swords, the King of Cups, the Moon, and they're coming out fast. Okay, the Ten of Wands. Oh, the Emperor. Show me more, Spirit. Eight of Swords. Okay, there's a lot of intense energy here. Heavy energy. I have your energy here, IJ. I'm not getting her energy. Um, the Knight of Swords, okay. And the Three of Pentacles and the outcome. Alright, let's see. So, yeah, because it's all masculine energy here. Um, I mean, not saying that she can't be in masculine energy. So what I'm getting is, all right, so this pool, it wasn't random. It's not a random pool. It almost feels like you're, all right, so I mean, she's here because you're tuning in emotionally to her. Um, because these cards are talking about suppressing emotions, but I don't, hmm. All right, so with the Two of Swords and the King of Swords, so this is you here. I mean, the Two of Swords with the King of Cups, this is you here. Um, I feel like maybe because you're sitting on unspoken emotions, um, like because you do have strong feelings towards her, right? You know, deep down your feelings for her are really strong, and steady, right? They're there. They're constantly there. You're constantly thinking about her. You're constantly feeling her energy, right? And you're gonna feel like that too because the manifestation, right? Because you're keeping her in your awareness. So you're gonna continue to feel what I would call is that's the thing. I don't see it as a pull how it comes in through spirit. It's almost like it's just a feeling that's there because you may just feel her energy more so heavier on some certain days, or you may feel closer to her certain days. Um, but I feel like what's happening too, like if we want to put pool on there, right? It's more to me that shows up more so it doesn't show up as like a, you know, when you're pulling something. To me it feels more so like what you're feeling is like your heart space is your heart, like, all right, what you're feeling is her heart space breaking through emotional walls that she has up. So I feel like it's not necessary. Yeah, I don't get a pull. That's the thing. It's like I know that you feel like it's a pull, but I can't say that is an emotion like or a pull towards her because it's not necessarily that. I mean, you're gonna feel her energy regardless because of your manifestation, right? Because you're keeping her in your awareness, so you're gonna think about her. You're gonna have these emotions and like spirit here with the Two of Swords and the King of Cups. I feel like because I don't. This is like a uncertainty card. Let me just clarify this Two of Swords because I think this is what's. It's there's a lot of cards here for very heaviness, right? But I'm getting like what you're feeling in your energy is her walls coming down. Um, and I also feel like there's heaviness here because there's unspoken, like you're sitting on unspoken feelings and emotions towards her, um, that maybe feel, that could feel heavy at times, right? When you're not being able to fully express something, right? So that's what I'm getting. Like there's a heaviness with that. Let me clarify this too. Sorry, wait, let me see. So more like feeling evolution. Yeah, exactly. Like I feel like what you're feeling, like the heavy, I would say it may feel like a pull towards her, but it's just you're connected to her, so you're gonna feel her energy regardless, right? Um, for the most part. And remember that we, as creators, we give definition to everything. So I mean, if you feel like it's a poo, you feel like it's a poo. I can't read it as a poo because that's not how it's coming through. But I feel like what you're feeling is more so, yeah, her energy, she's being more grounded when it comes to her heart space. But again, like, you're feeling her walls coming down. So it's opening up a path to, like, because at the end of the day, the Two of Swords, one day or another, you're gonna, she's gonna, like, I'm saying you, like, just in general, a decision has to be made, right? We have to meet at the end somewhere, right? At a middle ground. So it's gonna happen. I think that that's what you're getting now. Like, you're feeling her walls coming down, her opening up more. And you just maybe feel it in a way that it's maybe not as understandable. I do have the moon here, so for me, this is like subconscious energy rising. um it wasn't like a logical thought or feeling, it was more so emotional and instinctive. So it's like that how I always say, like, your intuition, your instincts are picking up on how she's feeling. To me, something about her energy reached you on at a deeper and almost like psychic level. And that's why I'm like, it's not a pool, because for me, when I think of an energy pool, it's like you're gravitating towards that person, right? But you already are, like, you and her already are in, like, in our one subconscious, right? Because you're manifesting her. So her energy is not gonna, there's not gonna be a pool on it. It's more so like you guys are connected on a way, a deeper, more almost like psychic level. So that's what I'm like. You're gonna be picking up on little things like this. It may not always feel heavy, but you're gonna pick up on certain things that are happening to her. Maybe you're not understanding it, because that makes sense to me. Like, why maybe someone that's more like me, I would probably know what it is, right? But I think you may not know exactly what it is, because I feel like it's more on a psychic level. But you may start opening up more psychic. Your psychic may start opening up more. um I feel like the energy you're putting out, she's reaching it on a subconscious level as well. And it's also for her, it's more on instinct, more on, intuition. I hope that's making sense to you, IG. I'm trying to make these cards make sense. um so why I feel like it does feel intense too, well, I just want to clarify this moon. Let me clarify the moon real quick. I just want to get more on the moon. It's like things are naturally unfolding here, is what I'm getting shown me. You feel it more on an energy level, because and some people may not, like, some people may not even feel it on an energy level, energetic level. You do. Show me the moon. Yeah, look, the Two of Cups. So it's, you guys are connected again, what I was saying. That makes sense. The Two of Cups, this is literally like you guys are connected on a way deeper level. So it's not a pool. I'm gonna I'm gonna say it's not a pool. It's literally, you're getting what you're putting out, she's receiving it like in real time. So, and I think I've talked about this before, where some people believe there could be a delay, some people don't, right? Like, when they start to receive the energy. To me, you guys are showing up as, like, the energy you're putting out, she's receiving it in real time, and then you're getting the reaction to that in real time. So there's like it's literally like, basically like telepathic communicating, but on an energetic level, on a psychic level. Um, so that makes a lot of sense to me. That makes that Two of Cups completely made change the whole dynamic. I mean, it was what I was saying, but it makes it more clear that because you guys are connected like that, again, on a telepathic level, you're connecting, where, like, again, the energy that you're putting out, she's getting it in real time. And then you're getting her reaction to that in real time. And hers may be like, again, walls coming down, listening to her intuition, um, like, you literally getting exactly what you're well, I wouldn't say, because I know we don't manifest like little shit. I mean, sometimes we do, but like when you're doing your end goal affirmations, like she's receiving it immediately, and then she's reacting to that. And I think today she reacted to the energy you put out so far today, um, on a more deeper level, and that's why I feel like you may have felt like that pull. Um, with the Ten of Wands and the Emperor here, I feel like maybe at this time too, like you're trying to stay in control and composed. Like, you know how I was talking last week, IJ, and I was saying, or it was the other day, that I was watching that video where the guy said, when God reveals um someone's spouse to them, sometimes things get weird, right? If the person, because sometimes some people they try to overly do too much, and then the other person becomes like freaked out, right? So I feel like maybe like in your own conscious level, like at your own subconscious level, you're trying to withhold you have like you kind of know like this is it, like she's gonna be my wife, this is her. I know that, I'm sure of that. You know, you're the creator, so you're deciding this is who she is, and it's like, so you're already in your marriage. She's still not there yet, right? Like, or at least the 3D is still, there's still a delay. So I feel like maybe like also trying to stay in control of like maybe not overdoing stuff when it comes to her is causing a little bit of heavy, and like I don't want to say burden, but it could feel again like a little heavy when you are have emotions. Again, what I was saying earlier on, that you're kind of like holding on because it's not the right time yet, it can cause that energy. So this, I feel like this is a little bit apart from like what you felt today. I think what you felt today was like how I was saying, you're sending out energy and she's receiving it in real time and she's reacting in real time. With this Emperor and the Ten of Wands, I feel like the pool definitely was powerful, because it kind of broke through the I've got it together exterior, I'm gonna say, and it's kind of reminding you what feels like what you feel, but maybe needing to like hold on to for now. So I feel like it's almost like you both are going through breakthroughs at the same time. It's just at different levels. So how you're able to see things, she's not, obviously she doesn't know that, you know, you're manifesting her. There's nothing wrong with that, because at the end of the day you're choosing the reality that you want. But maybe it comes off as like a little, it's showing up in your energy as heaviness, right? um and not that it's a bad thing, right? But I think in the back of our mind sometimes, when you, again, when you know something and you can't really say shit about it yet, it can cause, it's even like when I buy gifts for my family, right? Like sometimes I'm like, damn, it's still not their birthday, I have to hold on. And it's like I have that anxiousness of like, I just want to tell them what it is, especially if they start talking about like wanting to buy what I just bought them. Like I'll be like, fuck, I don't want them to know, but I also don't want them to get it. So I think it's like that's why I was saying, I feel like this spread pulled more on you is what I'm getting. It's more on the part of you. So like you're also breaking down walls of yourself, like of your own, and maybe like there is a little bit of like, I don't want to call it burdensome, but it may feel like you're carrying a lot because you're not able to express as much as you want outside of you. Um, the Eight of Swords is here, so for me, this, you see, it's like what you want to express and what you're having to hold back on right now. And this is what I'm saying. I really feel like there's something underlining that, I mean, it's related to her, but it's more about you, is what I'm getting. So the overwhelming pull, it kind of just feels like it came. All right, so all right, let me just go, because I feel like this reading is a little all over the place, but that's because the energy is that way. I'm trying to just make it make sense to you, because like I said, I don't feel like there was a pool that it was like she, you know, because she was going through something, and she pulled on your energy. I don't get that at all. I get that this was more about you, and I feel like Spirit is saying, like, with the Eight of Swords, you may feel a little trapped between what you want, again, what you want to express, and the restrictions that you're placing on yourself, right? Because again, you just can't go all out when you, even though you kind of know already what it is and what it's going to be because you've decided that. So I feel like that's why it comes through as sudden, may overwhelming pulls rather than consistent outward action, right? um and then I feel we do have in the outcome, um the Knight of Swords with the Three of Pentacles. So this energy that you got today, like this pool, um, could have made. So this is, I feel like Spirit is ultimately saying, like, make sure you're listening to like your psyche and like your intuition and your inner voice, because what's happening is you can start. I feel like what could start happening, you start to feel impulsive, um, wanting to rush in, right, and like take some type of quick action towards her. Um, but the Three of Pentacles is like showing that you'll need to like think about how things could realistically work, um, and build up between you both before you make an impulsive move. So just be mindful of that, because I feel like you're gonna, like I said, when you're manifesting something, you're gonna think about them. When you're, whether it's money, whether it's whatever. That's why when people say, "Oh, you have to let it go," I don't. They don't explain what that is. Like, you have to detach from it. They don't explain what that is, because at the end of the day, when you love something, when you want something, you're gonna think about it all day. It's just more so like keeping those clean thoughts. But what I'm trying to say is that you right now are at a place where you may start to feel, this could be like what's coming up for you. This does, because this is not a random like feeling that you got, right? A random pull. It feels more like this is something that's happening because of, obviously you're manifesting her. So again, I want to, like you said, oh look at you holding your um I feel like, again, the pool you felt wasn't random, right? And I feel like she may, if anything, I will say that she may be feeling a pull. She may be feeling a pull because she's picking up on whatever energy you're putting out. Um, so, um, because this is the thing, in your reality, no one can do anything. Um, at least that's how I've learned law of assumption. Like when people say, "Oh, my person is manifesting me," I mean, you could decide that if you want to, but technically you're the creator of your reality, so you could take that however you want to take it. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I've heard that several times where, like, I've seen, I used to see that a lot, like where people be like, yeah, I feel like my person is manifesting me, and like coaches would be like, yeah, but you're the manifestor of your reality, so at the end of the day, it's your energy. Like, you're the creator, so you're, I mean, if you want to say your person is manifesting you, then that's your reality, right? So I would say definitely, I feel like she definitely felt a pull from you, but it's showing up as like a breakthrough, breaking down walls. Um, I feel like it was kind of like you emotionally and tuning into her. Um, you're tuning into her, but in a way where you're noticing her shifts. So that's why it may have felt really intense, because in that moment, what you felt was her walls coming down. Um, I definitely feel like, obviously, we know you have feelings for her. Um, Maybe things that you wanna express, but you're suppressing them for now. Trying to stay in control. I feel like in that moment when you felt that energy, you were absolutely subconsciously connected with her energy. Um, and it may have stirred a mix of like longing or like the desire to come forward towards her and like take some type of action, but I think also subconsciously you know not to. Like your higher self is like, no, we can't right now. Obviously you may not act right now, but the pool is a reminder of how deeply you both are, how deeply, I would say, how deeply she's she's in your emotional space. Um, I wanted to get something else. I feel like too. I got the three of wands and the star. I feel like it's also showing you. It's like your own. See, you're getting. So for me, like you're getting confirmation through your psyche again. Is what I'm getting with this with the star and the three of wands. I feel like it's kind of like you know how like for me the whole thing with the picture, right? But you got received like your confirmation today through the energy. So it was almost like I want to say like it's kind of showing you how powerful the connection is right now. So why you didn't you because I know you said you haven't felt that in a while, right? So to me it feels like you may not have been. I mean, you're connected to her. Like I said, you're connected to your manifestations. You're gonna think about them, you're gonna feel them. But I feel like the intensity of it was felt because it's almost like a layer of your subconscious open. And I feel like it's kind of showing you just how powerful you guys are. And I feel like you may have even gotten a download at the time, but you missed it. So I would say when you start to feel like those intense pulls, because I feel like they're going to come up, try to tap into like your intuition, like your whatever it's trying to tell you. Even ask like your subconscious mind or spirit, like what are they trying to tell you? Because I feel like there's downloads that are coming in that you may be missing because you're of where your awareness is at. Because the three of wands for me is expansion. Like it's like when something is gonna grow, it's gonna, to me like an enterprise is like growing, right? And there's growth here, but we're waiting for that growth. And I feel like that's why I say I feel like you received some type of download at the time or confirmation, like an inner confirmation, and you may have missed it because you were thinking too much about the actual pull that you felt, but it was deeper than that. Does that make sense, IJ? I know this reading was a lot. It's intense, but it's a lot of intense cards here. Um, I feel like again, like it was saying, like just be careful with this energy, the intensity. I think now you'll know because now we tapped into it. Um, just make sure, right? Because I do feel like how it's gonna show up for you coming up is like you like longing and the urge to like move closer and closer, where you may start to like do little shit in the 3D that may come off as a little bit too impulsive. um yeah, I feel like honestly feel like your emotions were trying to break through like your self-control. Like your emotions like were trying to like take over. And I mean, in a way it's a good thing that you kind of just did not focus on it, because they're yeah, it was heaviness there too. So that's what I have for you, IJ. I hope that was helpful. I know that was a lot. I mean, I was trying to get as clear on that because damn, there was like a lot of intensity here, especially like when I saw the moon. The Two of Swords and the Moon, the Ten of Wands, the Eight of Swords. There's like, obviously, I mean, I know we're like, everybody's restricting themselves from making a certain move because when you're manifesting, you can't, you're taught that don't do anything in the 3D. But yeah, I feel like it was more you, but what you were getting at the same time was her shifting in real time. So like, again, as your, I feel like this is gonna be your energy, like, period, as you're putting out specific energy, right? Or like, doing your affirmations. She's literally receiving them in real time. So, like I said, I feel like I've heard this from a lot of like different channels when I used to like was really like into them, where it's like some people feel like there could be a delay, some people feel like it happens right away. I feel like that comes down to resistance too. So you are connecting with her in real time, basically. You're welcome. Oh my god. Oh my god. Who cut their bangs? You just? Oh wait, I think you said. Oh wait, that's your chicken. That looks good. Oh, is that a video? Oh shit. That looks cute, Jazz. Good. Wait, let me start this over. I'm giving myself a minute real quick. Wait, let me see. It definitely could be a lot worse. I think I did decent enough. And I got hair clips. Anyways, we look at food. Yo, that's funny. I was clicking on the link. You can't answer it on there? Is that what it is? Is it just on there? What the fuck? I keep getting a love reading. I'm not doing a love reading. I'm trying to do. Alright, just I'm gonna just do 3 cards. I thought I saw practice, no? Yo, I can't make this up, y'all. Yo, I keep fucking. I'm asking about my financial manifestation, right? You can't make this up, man. They keep giving me a love spread. How about I got the fucking King of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the Three of Wands, and the Two of Cups? That is a fucking. Oh my god. I can't make this up. Yo, I can't. It's quiet tonight. I mean, I'm gonna get off early, so yeah. Right. I mean, the King of Wands is an entrepreneur, so, but wait, let me see. I don't even know. I don't check unless you guys tell me, because sometimes, I mean, if the notification sometimes doesn't come up. All right, you can post your question, Jess. Let me just, I want to check something. Yo, you can't make this up. I just asked about him. And the fucking same cards came out. Hold on. Let me redo that. Let me shuffle this. Alright, Jess, I got you in a second. Yo, that's how I felt yesterday. I was like, yo, you know it's cold if I'm feeling cold. All right, let me decide what you just. All right, I got the Emperor and the Queen of Cups. I feel like he's gonna notice your confidence, your feminine energy right away. I feel like the Emperor shows he'll try to play it cool. So like for me, that means like not really outside of maybe like liking your story. Like he won't obviously like I don't know. I feel like he's not gonna really say anything. Um, but with the Queen of Cups being here, I feel like it does show he'll actually find you even more attractive, softer and magnetic. Show me more. Alright, we got the Five of Cups reverse and the Ten of Cups. I feel like the change is gonna feel refreshing, almost like a boost of positivity. If there's even like if there's even like any kind of heaviness that is still lingering in the connection, I feel like your new look kind of uplifts his mood. And you don't remember earlier I did say that he was kind of feeling a little heavy today, and I feel like he's gonna feel more drawn to you. I feel like he's looking at you like he's gonna see you as more radiant, and like glowing. Show me more. The Knight of Pentacles. And we got the Queen of Swords with the Chariot. I feel like he's gonna definitely take a steady look. So like pausing. Um yeah, like he's gonna pause on your story and just kind of like stare at it. I feel like with the Chariot, it does feel he just feels very attracted to you, like wanting to have forward movement. Um, I feel like he's noticing all the changes that you're making. So, again, remember how I said like when you had your hair up, like I know you said that you mainly had it up in the warehouse, but I feel like that's something that he maybe never paid attention to, but this time around he did. So he's definitely paying attention to like all the changes that you're making. Um, and he likes it. He likes it. Show me more. All right, we got the Knight of, I'm sorry, the Four of Pentacles clarified by the Knight of Wands. Um, no, it's actually by the Knight of Cups. My bad. My bad. My nephew was asking me something when his ass should be sleeping. Um, my bad. It's the Four of Pentacles clarified by the Knight of Cups. I feel like he's gonna definitely try to keep his feelings close to the chest. But with the Knight of Cups, it does show romance, admiration, sweet attraction, under the surface. Even if he doesn't like obviously outright says it, um, I feel like you're gonna feel the warmth of his energy. Um, because he's seeing you like I feel like it's stir. He's seeing you as very magnetic, so it's definitely stirring his heart. Um, I feel like he's definitely gonna love your new look, your new bangs. He may try. Obviously, I feel like he's gonna keep his. He may reach out. Who knows? I'm getting like he may try to keep his reaction controlled. I'm not getting that he's fully is, but I'm getting he may. But inside he feels admiration and attraction. I feel like the change makes him see you as very radiant, magnetic, and even more beautiful. And like his energy towards you softens with like warmth and sweetness. So yeah, I feel like he definitely loves it. I feel like he's gonna like it. He said just his right. Right, absolutely. You're welcome. Today is quiet. Ooh. He in love, right? Yo, I still cannot believe that I fucking had that to eat yesterday and this man had it to eat at some point too. That's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy, y'all. And literally this weekend, I was like, I literally had told my parents, yo, that fucking picture literally said, finally got some crap. And I'm like, yo, I literally had told my parents, like, you know what? It was Friday. My mom was like, you know, we should get like the snow crab legs. We should do like a seafood boil. Sunday. That was our plan to do a Sunday. And I was like, oh my God, yeah, we haven't had that in a minute. And we ended up doing it yesterday. I'm gonna ask on that. I'm gonna ask what question should I ask y'all? Yo. Yo, do we even so all right, cause I you know me, I never really paid this. You know what, I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna ask my friend that's spiritual, Spanish lady that I know. I want to see if what I've experienced is synchronicities or I mean I know it's we're connected subconsciously. Just says we're in sync. Yo, fucking Angie was like, girl, what the fuck? She said, that just, ooh, I just got chills because she was like, yo, that's, she was like, Ellie, I've never heard of that happening with anyone. I'm like, I've seen things like synchronicities, but, so let me see. Because for me, I always thought synchronicities for me felt like angel numbers, like seeing their name, um, hearing a song that kind of reminds you of them. What else? I'm trying to think. Like seeing their favorite color. Um, yo, it's right, IJ. It's insane. Like, yeah, she said it would be, she said, yo, yo, that'd be crazy, y'all. Like, so she said, yeah, I would consider it a synchronicity. Hold on, I'm trying to translate, say it to y'all like in English because she wrote it to me in Spanish. She said I would definitely consider that a big synchronicity, but also mirroring. She's like, she also does like, she's into like law of assumption and stuff like that. She's just a Spanish lady, but she said she said, well, obviously, you know, that's not random. I know you don't believe that in coincidences. So it's definitely your inner world reflecting outward. She's like, basically, you know, in law of assumption, what we do terms, it's that saying, birds before landing. And then she said, the crab imagery is looping between you and him, showing that your realities are connected and mirroring each other. It's also a subtle confirmation. Your focus on him plus the crab showed up on in his 3D too. That's alignment. So she says, so in short, yes, it's a synchronicity and it's evidence that your thoughts, assumptions are weaving into his experience. Oh, ooh, that was like a little awakening for me. It's and it is evidence that your thoughts and assumptions are weaving into his experience, y'all. What the fuck do we say? Be careful of your fucking thoughts. So, I mean, she's still writing. Yeah, she's like it's. She's like basically it's a sweet echo of connection. The 3D is showing you that your energies are intertwined, that you're on the same wavelength. She said, put it like this. you and him are having little soul conversations underneath the surface. The parallax art were a symbol that popped up for you, and then he mirrored it back in his own world. That's the universe winking and saying, see, you are aligned. You already sharing the same story. So it's not just food, it's like a little breadcrumb trail of proof that he and you are connected, thinking and living in parallel, even when it seems like you're apart. Yeah, so it is. Could be considered a synchronicity. It's, I mean, that shit it's just insane. Like, bruh. You know, I'm about to ask for something else. I mean, I know it was a mirror. That's what I'm saying. It's right there, y'all. Like, what the fuck? All right, that's just me. That just gotta keep going. I gotta lock in, y'all. We gotta lock in. We gotta lock in, y'all. I want Jess to experience. I want her to fucking think of something in this. Yo, earlier I was dying just with the robot shit. Oh my god, I could not stop laughing, cause I said no, he the fucking didn't post a robot. Yo, mind fucking blowing. I'm telling you, I've never experienced this kind of stuff, so I think that in in essence, like I had to like mentally readjust myself because I've never like I was saying earlier, like I'm used to like when I claim something, it just naturally starts to unfold. For me, I've never experienced like so much shit in the 3D, like synchronicities. She's like, girl, you know what you're doing. She's an older lady. I used to get tarot readings from her for years. Um, she still does readings, but she told me she's falling back. She started to focus more on like that, like law of assumption. Right, IJ. And I feel like that's a good thing because like that's where I've been like I think I was saying this to my sister earlier. I was like I don't read tarot like I did like even a few weeks ago because I'm so consciously awake that it almost feels like it's hard to read I mean, it was for me. It's always been easy to read tarot, right? But because I also know what spirit is saying, I don't always go off of the tarot cards like they're, you know, meanings all the way, right? And I had to learn how to balance that because, I mean, as long as the message comes through from spirit, I really don't care. Like the cards are just a tool. It's don't you know how I look at the cards like the techniques. The techniques is just a technique, but your actual the work that you put in is what brings results. So that's how I look at it. It's just the tools. So but now because I'm more consciously awakened, it's like I'm gotten a little bit more even more away from like the tarot meanings because I have completely different meanings for the tarot cards now. Plus I'm also tapped in at a higher level. So I'm asking something. So I have put that first picture that I posted about like being I'm not perfect but I'm genuine. So I was telling Jess, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna talk to you outside of here. I'll tell you outside of here. Yeah, because you know what? I just remembered. I'm chilling. I'm just chilling because it's too early still. I mean, I know it's 10:37, but it's still a little early. Just why you laughing? Or was that already there? Yeah, that's funny. Hey, Anila, I'm good. On some layers. You're cold as fuck. I'm chilling right now, but that's because one of my fans is off. I'll be having two fans on. One of them is off. So Anila, I could tell you this because y'all know you're into manifestation. Girl, so the other day my mom was like, oh my god, let's do like a seafood boil, or like we usually do like a real big one. We buy like a lot of seafood, whatever. Not like a skimpy seafood boil. This was on Friday. She was like, let's do it Sunday, and I was like, all right. But then Sunday came, we was like, we'll just do it tomorrow, which was yesterday. So I cooked up all this stuff like for us because they like they like the way I make my garlic butter sauce with like obey and like some other spices. So um you need to put your cold feet. Girl, I mean, yes, she do. Why? So we did this on yesterday, Monday. Why does man posted pictures that he had crabs this weekend? Just you gotta think like, but it has to be right. I feel like when we think right, it's the most random shit. Yo, earlier I told us I said if your thoughts create was a person, it would definitely be me. Because lately the shit that be popping up is like, yo, you can't make this stuff up. You can't make this shit up. You gonna want some brownie? Yeah, I hate bangs. I used to have bangs for a long time. I can't. I just can't deal with that. That's the thing with bangs. They look cute, but they will get on your last fucking nerve. Especially if you can't like put them behind your ear. And I like to put my hair behind my ear now. All right, Jess, you'll be my last one, I think. Yeah. Yeah, no, bangs look nice. I love how bangs look on hair. Like when I layer my clients' hair and I give them like their curtain bangs, it just looks so good. I just personally, they used to get on my nerves. After a while, they look good, but we could close out at 11. for sure. Yeah. Girl, we got my warm brownies and milk. I actually like brownies. I just have to have a taste for them. My nephew loves brownies and my sister too. They can eat them all the time. Thank you, RJ. We're almost done, Jess. What the fuck? Oh my god. Now we almost done and the cursor just keeps moving. Alright, we're done. What the heck? I know the last part, like the last like two sentences, the freaking cursor kept moving. Alright, so here we go. Every day I wake up with you on my mind, and it pushes me to do better. You set a standard in my heart that I don't want to, yeah, that I don't want to fall short of. The truth is, you inspire me. The way you carry yourself, your beauty, and your oops, let me start over. The way you carry yourself, your beauty, your heart, it makes me want to rise up and be the kind of man who deserves to stand beside you. I'm not perfect, and I know I get stuck in my head sometimes. I overthink, I second guess, I feel trapped in my own doubts. But even in those moments, it's the thought of you that keeps me moving forward. You remind me there's something worth breaking free from. Break wait. You remind me there's something worth breaking free for. Something worth leaping into even when it scares me. When I picture you, I don't just see your beauty on the outside, though you are breathtaking. I see the light you carry, the way you make me believe in hope again. But I gotta sneeze. It went away. That star inside you guides me. It makes me want to grow into a man who can match your light, who can stand tall with you without fear or hesitation. With you, I see the chance to rewrite my story, to rewrite our story. That he's talking about both things. Um, Hold on, where did I leave? Oh my God. Okay. You make me want to take that leap into something real and lasting. Every step. Wait, I feel like I read this. No, never mind. That's why I stopped because it felt like he was repeating himself. Every step I take to better myself is because in my heart I know you're worth it. And one day soon I want you to see me not as the man who was unsure, but as the man who chose to rise because you inspired me to. Let me get your messages. You said the brain glitching. Yeah, because you know what? That's why I stopped because I felt like he was repeating himself. And I, like, it caught me off guard. Like, it just felt weird. Alright, so let's see. Oh, I care more than I let on. I wonder if you know how beautiful you look, even when you're not trying. I've been thinking about our future a lot lately. Every time I see your post, I catch myself smiling like an idiot. Yo, that's funny. I know I hold back, but don't think for a second that I don't feel deeply for you. You make me want to be more disciplined, more focused, like I need to step up. Little moments with you play in my head on repeat. Sometimes I try to ignore the signs, but they always lead back to you. I get jealous when I think of other people having your attention. Yeah, we know. I caught my say. I caught my say. I caught myself daydreaming about us doing something so simple like cooking together. I feel like you see parts of me I don't show anyone else. I'm gonna save your place, right? I replay our conversation sometimes, wishing I, wishing I had said more. Let me give you one more. You're more than just someone I'm attracted to. You've become my standard. So that is what I have for you, Jess. You're welcome. You can post your question, IJ. I've done 3 saturation sessions today, so I got one more in me. I've been trying to do 5, but I feel like, I don't know, 4 has been working out. Squeezing in that fifth one, I just haven't found. I mean, I will have to get up a little earlier. I know if I get up a little earlier, probably will. All right. Has it crossed her mind as to how it I would fit in on her current trip? All right, let's see. Has it crossed her mind? Has it crossed Matt's mind how I will fit in on her current trip? All right, I got the three of cups that came out with the devil. Let me get more. How many is she with? Like three? Is it three people? Is it like her and two other people? Show me more. The six of wands. I mean the six of swords. The four wands. So all right, I want to say yes. At some point, it's crossed her mind, but I'm getting with this three of cups and the devil. I'm getting like she's kind of like overindulging in like having fun with the people that are in front of her. I feel like hi Gypsy, how are you? She's kind of like, yeah, I feel like she's kind of like in celebration mode. It's almost like that selfish energy where she's just kind of focused on her, like just having a good time with the people she's with. Again, partying, maybe drinking, just overindulging in a good time. Um, okay, that makes sense. I have three people here. So and with the devil, because it came out the three of cups with the devil together. So like I'm using the devil as a clarifier for the three of cups. Yeah, like overindulgence and like having fun. Focus on her. Focus again on the girls that she's with. Could be partying, drinking, exploring. However, I feel like when she is so, this is what I get. I feel like when she's out and about and she's like, the girls are in front of her, I don't feel like she thinks about it too much. Like I feel like it does cross her mind, but I don't feel like she's kind of like in the energy where she's thinking about it. However, when she is in a more calm setting, like so I'm gonna say like at nighttime when everything's settled down, or maybe even in the mornings when things are kind of like we're just getting up, right? Like we're just getting up, everybody's getting ready. I feel like she does have moments where she thinks about you because, or she thinks about how you fit in this trip because I do have the six of swords with the four of wands. Now, I will say that I feel so. This is what I'm getting. I feel like because the four of wands is also a card of celebrations, right? So I feel like on her mind right now is a girls trip, right? So it was planned as a girls trip. So like it's focused, the focus around like the focus around it is a girls trip. Like she needed this trip, her sister, her friend, whoever is there, like they needed this trip. So I don't feel like she's kind of like seeing how you would fit into that trip particularly. but maybe like how it would feel if you guys exploring what she's exploring. Um, so like let's just say you guys were in a relationship and they decided this was gonna be a girls trip. You probably won't be going on it, IJ. This will probably be just a girls trip, is what I'm getting here. However, yeah, you have definitely like she has thought about it, but in those quiet moments. Show me more. The death card is here. The King of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. Show me the death card. The Seven of... Alright, so the death card is clarified by the Seven of Wands and the Empress. I feel like this trip, too, for her, it was honestly to let go of, like... She's definitely gonna, like, to close out some challenging chapters for her. Like, to me, yeah, I'm getting like she's closing out chapters for her. She's trying to be like in this energy where, and let me just clarify something here. Hold on. Clarify this with the Three of Wands. Yeah, you know what? This trip was for growth, for evolving, is what I'm getting. So you're definitely on her mind. You definitely are. But I feel like the trip itself, it was more something um, for her growth and for like her own expansion. Like I said, I feel like it's not just her who needed this trip. I feel like the people that she's with needed this trip. So I feel like they're doing things that each person wants. I feel like she's not having enough time to kind of deep think when it comes to you and her, except for, like I said, the quiet moments. So I want to say like this was more about her and her friends and her sister. Um, so she hasn't, you know what, IJ, they may have even, yo, I'm not even joking because I'm like, what is this here, right? I feel like the King of Swords is, I feel like they may have set a rule, like, we are not going to talk about men on this trip. Like, this trip is just for us. Let's go have fun. We're not going to discuss men. We're not going to get, too wrapped up in men. Because I keep getting that energy of, like, it's just a girls' trip. And usually with girls' trip, yeah, the Five of Pentacles here. Yeah, they're leaving the men out in the cold. Like, so I definitely want to say that, yeah, they're kind of just in this energy of, like, even if on the first day, like, as they were traveling, they were talking about the men that they're interested in or the men that are in their life. I feel like they said once we land, that's it. The men go out the window. It's our time. Anything else that IJ that she would want IJ to know? Oh shit! Not the cards exploding like that. Alright, the Justice kept trying to jump out and it finally did. I have the Five of Cups with the Justice. I feel like, again, she's letting go of past things. Like, she wants you to know that. She's closing out chapters and just kind of getting clarity. Getting clarity. And I feel like with the Five of Cups, too, she could definitely be, like, missing you. And, like, with the Justice, I feel like she's also letting you know you're going to receive some clarity from her soon. Yeah, I'm like, Spirit kept using girls trip, and I felt like they were overusing it, and I knew why. It was that I think that they made like a little pact of like, yeah, once we land, that's it. Like, we're not talking about the guys. that is what I have for you, IJ. I'm gonna head out, y'all. I got an appointment in the morning and I gotta get up early. And hopefully, I will not hear from me at like um what is it at 3 o'clock in the morning. So have a good night, guys. You're welcome, IJ. Thank you. I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Bye.